All right. Says we are live. Hello, all of you beautiful people. Let's make sure we are live. I think I have the correct settings as well. Hopefully, everything is what it needs to be. Looks like it. Let's get chat pulled up here. I've kind of been hanging out with you, kind of been hanging out here in the chat for a little bit. It was another night of get off work, make a quick stop for the wife, get home, sit down for 5 minutes, kiss the kid, kiss the dogs, grab some food, race upstairs, snag a shower, get in here, get the camera set up, and we are off to the races. So, Madul, thank you for being here, and thank you for letting me know the audio and video is good. So, I say we upgraded our internet, but it's kind of been janky. We figured out that our builders actually messed up a lot of our wiring for our internet. So hopefully it's better. Hopefully the audio is good and all that. But anyways, let's get going here. So I appreciate all of you making the time and the effort to be at these streams. It truly does mean a lot to me. So I'm exhausted. I'm very tired. And I honestly didn't really feel up to streaming tonight. I don't know if I was going to. I was debating it all day. That's why the notification came out super late. Because normally I either have it built on Sunday or early Monday. I just wasn't sure. So you can thank my wife for kind of nudging me this direction, reminding me that, I've made a lot of good connections with a lot of good people, all of you here, all of you catching the replay. So I don't want to say it's an obligation to be here because that means I'm not enjoying it anymore, right? But I hands down, Monday night live streams is one of my favorite things I get to do in this hobby, on my channel, in the community, just talk with people. So the more and more I processed it and thought about it, the more and more I got excited about it. So even though I am never too tired to talk fish, we're here, we're hanging out. So hopefully everyone's having a good night, good day. Whenever you're catching this, if you're catching this tomorrow, if you're catching this next week, thanks for being here. So let's say hello to some people, and then we will get into our housekeeping, as I like to call it there. And then we will roll into kind of a Q&A tonight. Whatever you guys want to talk about tonight. I honestly was scrounging around my brain. And you kiss the dog to walk the kids? Well, yes. So one of my coworkers, one of my officers, his favorite thing to say is like, yeah, when I get home, I kissed the wife and got freaky with the dog. And the first time I said it, I was like, what? But yes. All right. HD Aquatics, I just saw you. Let's see. Do you mind if I put on channel? Hayden, if it will let you put a link in, you are welcome to, my friend. So HD Aquatics has sent me a quick message here. He started a vlog channel. I believe is it Hayden Gratwick? I think that's what your channel is at. So if you want to go subscribe to that, feel free to do so. HD Aquatics, he's doing some good things on his channel, and I get the grind. Like, I understand the grind of making sure you're going there. Sorry, my lighting's just a little off. That's what I'm feeling right now. We are on the grind. But all right, here we go. Catch Train here is trolling me. We're almost there, and I'm still awake. Me too, my friend. Me too. Got Daniel here. Trevor, hello. We'll talk. Well, we're gonna put Trevor on the spotlight a little bit tonight. We're gonna get there, but we got here HD Aquatics hanging out with us. The Maria, the Aquatic Monkeys. Hello, my friends. Good to see you here. Battle Brew. Good to see you. Got Rachel hanging out with us tonight. Because your fish, good to see you. Skipper's Aquariums. I don't know if I've seen you before. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Black Little Carling, Huncho Aquatics. I don't know if I've seen you either. And this thing is, like, a lot of you very well may have been lurking in the past, but it's fun to see in the chat. So I really appreciate all the support. We got Crown Tail here, Steve the Biologist. Good to see you. And Sharon Miller's coming in. All right. So we're going to put Trevor on the spotlight a little bit, and then we're going to jump into chat because a few things popped up in chat here as we were first getting going. Then we'll roll through the chat and continue all of that. So, guys, I have to say, Trevor made history with the waterfront last week. Trevor was the first one to place an order and was the first recipient of an order shipped from the waterfront. So, round of applause there, sir. Now, the funny part is you can ask Trevor, is like, you think the packaging would have been set up to where, like, you open, like, balloons would have popped out, snakes in the cans, confetti, birthday card singing, me, my nasty voice is like, making history. Nope, it was the jankiest packaging I've ever put together. Honestly, we shipped in a flat rate box, got it out to him in Texas. So his first order was it was some fish food, dry food, easy to ship out. But you don't think about these things like, oh, I've got to package these 5 different items in this box, make it fit in a timely manner. So I went to the post office, and then it's like, hey, Lewis, do we have any flat rate boxes laid around? No. Crap. So I run to the post office. I'm in the post office parking lot in the back of my car trying to build the box, tape it, get the food in. But then you have that one little extra spot open where this thing's just going to rattle around. The post office is going to think I'm shipping something I shouldn't be. So then I took half of an extreme box that the food originally shipped to us in. I cut it in half and shoved the cardboard into the box to take up that extra piece of space. So Trevor, thank you so much for being the first one to place an order. Thank you so much for being the first, just making history with us. And I thank you for not giving me too much crap about my janky packaging to get it out there to you. So yes, we have slowly started shipping. I've talked about this before. I'll make sure everybody's on the kind of the same page. Right now, we have opened it up to shipping for the members of this channel. And we're not attempting to discriminate against anybody. We're not trying to say anybody's better than anybody. We're not trying to put it behind a paywall. I like to think of it as, let me use the members as a guinea pig test group to make sure we get the shipping down right before then I open up to general public and we do it wrong. So I needed a group of people that I could test shipments with, test, what kind of box sizes do we need? How are we going to make this work? And then, the next day, Peter showed up with hordes of shipping supplies. So we're set there. And hopefully this week, fingers crossed, hopefully this week, Trevor will actually be the first one to receive a live fish shipment from the waterfront. That's going to be a huge milestone for us. I'm very nervous about it. I'm starting to lose sleep over it, not going to lie. It's excitement, it's nerves, and it's all these things about a business you just never thought about beforehand. I'm rambling now, so I apologize. Chat, don't hate me. We're rambling, but I stopped the other day, and as we were I pushed Lewis to go get an air tank. So we finally got a little air tank at the shop. But it's also, you don't really think about it of air tanks are expensive. Shipping supplies are expensive. You got to make profit to buy these materials. So fortunately, we're figuring it out. We've all kind of chipped in, done our part. We're making sales. The shop's doing well. I'm not gonna lie, shop's doing well. And I have to thank everybody who watches the channel, watches the videos, just getting our name out there, supporting us, asking us questions. So me and Lewis were talking. So we finally got an air tank. Peter ordered nozzles and everything to fill up bags. And then I turned to Lewis, is like, hey, do we need any kind of an account or application? Is there any process we need to go through to ship Southwest cargo? And well, let's jump on Google. Yeah, come to find out, we had to set something up. So hopefully we hear back this week. The goal is to get it shipped out this week, Trevor. I'll be more in contact with you to email and all that kind of thing, text, to make sure we're on the same page. We can ship the timeframes, all of that. But then you just don't, I never really thought about what it was going to truly take to get inventory up and running, shipping up and running, even dry goods. There was a moment of hey, has anybody seen Trevor's box we've been hanging on to for the past 2 weeks? No one? Nobody has seen it. Okay, let's tear the shop. Oh, found it. Why is it over here? So it's exciting. It is very exciting things coming. So we're putting Trevor on the spotlight. He's getting our first the flower horns going out to him. So all right. So yeah. So members, shipping's open. If you want to do some dry goods with us, email me, weldonaquatics@gmail.com. And then for those who, and if you're not a member, again, thank you for the support. You still support me astronomically in many of the different ways, and I appreciate it. We are getting a website built. Peter found a website development company for us, made some trades. They're building that for us. So we're hoping to be up and running soon. It's now I understand too, of like, I can't give deadlines right away because then it's not going to be met and we make people mad. So it's coming soon. I believe we're under the waterfront.com. If you find it, there's like a landing homepage right now, kind of a placeholder, but on the back end, things are getting built into it. It should be a very functional website. It should be one that we can add on to, take inventory off, keep expanding with and building with. We want to make this a very user-friendly, but a lot of it's, just testing. So Peter is a part of it, gets done. Peter tests it a lot, tries to basically crash it to make sure we weed out all the bugs of it. So HD Aquatics asked me, how's the store? So hopefully that kind of answers your question. The store's going great. I've had a lot of fun doing a lot of vlogs there. There's been a lot of waterfront content. Trust me, there's plenty of content to be filmed here. Some I have filmed, some I need to film. I have new ideas. It's all these things going on. So let's jump in the chat here really quick. Make sure I catch up with everybody as I'm rambling now for like 10 minutes straight there of everything. So I can see Dennis says, I can't wait for the website to be finished. I don't have the time to drive 22 hours and 30 minutes to go to the store. That's all in a day. Yeah, all right, 2 days. Right. Yeah, I get it though. That's awesome. We got here. And thank you so much for dropping my link on Instagram. So if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm trying to do like daily posts over there. It's a fun place for me to keep you updated on. Like last night, we had 2 new species spawn in the fish room that never spawned before. So I made a quick post. It was fun. It was really cool. Very exciting. One of them was actually just regular bristlenose. Believe it or not, I've never spawned regular bristlenose. I spawned yellow zebras before I spawned regular bristlenose, but super cool to see last night. And then we had our very, very, very colorful, fired up raspberry OB male mate with one of the OB females. So I'm very excited for that because now as we start getting into generations and raise these fry out, we can start selecting. I mean, everybody wants males, right? They have the most color, but now we can start selecting females out of these groups to hold back, raise up, and really try and improve the color over the female. So that way all the fish just turn out better. So it was a very good night last night. Honestly, Mondays nights are cool. I'm usually just watching YouTube anyways. Well, I appreciate you being here, Huncho Aquatics. I really do. Making the choice to come hang out with us here on the Wel-Don Tanks live stream. Very much do appreciate it. Man, I'm behind chat. All right. Catching up here. How can I buy fish from the waterfront? So Daniel, if you want to buy them immediately right now, I've only opened up shipping to members. And that sounds very sales pitchy behind a paid wall. I'm going to say we just needed a test group to test things out on. So if you want to give us a couple weeks where that website will be officially done, we've opened up shipping to the general public. That's when you can order fish from the waterfront without any kind of having to pay to be members or any kind of that thing. But if you decide to become a member and it's not a sales, but there's no good way to put that. If you want to become a member, now we can ship you some fish now. I say hopefully the first shipment's going out this week. But if you want to give us a few weeks after we really try and nail down what may go wrong, what may go great, what we improve on, then we're going to start shipping consistently to make sure we can get you what you want out there. That's what I say. It's very exciting to see who is like all of you guys and gals who are asking, like, how do I buy fish from the waterfront? How do I do this? So I'm very humbled that amount of support has already come in, and we're just trying to get this thing up off the ground still. I mean, I've never been a business owner before. I've never seen behind the curtains this much before. So it's the amount of work that goes into it. It's how do I put that? I learned a lot from Lewis, and you don't realize, like, you look at a shop owner and you think that they just got it made, right? You got your own business, you must be rolling in money. Like, no, I've never seen someone work so hard for something that they dreamed of until I met Lewis. And he's really instilled new passion and drive into me, where I've set some pretty extensive goals for the Wel-Don Tanks channel this year But my entire attempt is just to grab 2021 by the horns and just wrangle it up and make it our year. So we've got some good things going. Stephen Clements, hi, Trent. Finally, I can actually join a live stream instead of watching on replay. Well, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. All right, here. Crown Tail, so I've got a question on hatching baby brine shrimp. Do you pre-soak them before hatching? No, I do not pre-soak anything. Just add it in there. How long do you mix salt with water before testing salinity? Use high pH in 8 water. So I never test salinity. So honestly, when I set it up, like so right now I'm using the Ziz brine hatcher. I fill it with tap water. Just put it down in the fish room. I put 2 tablespoons of rock salt in there. I put a tablespoon of eggs in there, hook the air back up, and let it ride. And then I typically let it go for about 36 to 48 hours for my personal preference to get a better hatch out of it. So anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. And then you do that, and I have never had a problem. So I don't test salinity. I don't let anything soak. It's actually, I've seen people say, and I have no scientific data to back this up, but the chlorine in chlorine? Yeah, the chlorine. The chlorine in the water can actually help dissolve the capsules on the eggs. So that actually like the actual like eggshell, so to say, so they can hatch easier. Then my pH already sits around 7.8. So if you have low pH, you need to boost that up a little bit of, I think it's baking soda, like a teaspoon of baking soda. Not even that, maybe less, can boost your pH up so you have better hatching brine shrimp out of that. But so hope that out there. Let's see. Stephen Biologist, Well-Don, have we talked before? You sound familiar, and so is your name. I'm an aquatic veterinarian. I treat new surgeries on hundreds of fish a year for past 30 years. That's cool. That's some knowledge and history. Stephen, I believe you have been in my live streams before. I believe so. I think that's what we're going on. I'm pretty sure I've seen you here. You've been very helpful in the chat too. But that's an aquatic veteran. Like those, like that's got to be a rare profession now. That's cool. Very hands down. Thank you, sir. That's much respect there for that one. Let's see. People miss the information in rambles. Yeah, well, people miss the information that ramble. I ramble sometimes. Definitely do. Nope. Dry goods is where the money is at. So yeah, it's like in shop we sell way more fish than dry goods, right? That's what we're set up for. But it's it's been fun to see. So like we're the first store in Utah that have extreme foods in the shop. I know Peter's been in talks with Fritz. So we're going to carry some of the same brands that everyone else is carrying. And that's just how it's going to be. Like we have some very generic brands right now. Everybody else has, but we're also trying to be. It's interesting when there's other businesses that are already out there. They're started, they're settled, where we're trying to break into this game. But I've noticed that I chose to shop at the waterfront when it opened. I checked it out, became interested in it, right? But I chose to keep shopping there based on the service and the value I was paying for. Where my other local fish stores, there's really only one other one that I would even consider going back to after the waterfront. Now that I'm, part owner, like absolutely the waterfront all the way. But so it's interesting when you say the dry goods where the money is at. Like, yeah, I think we're going to ship way more dry goods than we ever will fish, and that's okay because I want to have that product to supply to people at a good price, good cost. But it's like, Trevor, I know for fact, based off Trevor's order, if he had gone to another company, that order probably would have been less. It would probably cost him less to get. Minus one product, because I know there's only like one other place online to even get the Excalibur Flowerhorn foods, but it's whatever else the other products he ordered. I know that price point we're about the same, but it's the shipping cost that I know would have been different, and that shows that Trevor put a lot of trust in us being that first one to take the plunge on an order and willing to pay that little extra with us. And that's what I'm trying to continue to build up with. If I'm going to get your order, even though you go like, hey, it's going to cost me an extra $20 to you guys, Like, yeah, sorry. But what else do I offer on the tail end of that order that makes you want to keep coming back with us, kind of thing? That's what I'm trying to build up right now, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's kind of a ways there. Oh, Dan, you're down in Texas too. Yes, so Trevor's package went all the way to Texas. We're definitely working on getting your fish out this week. That's gonna be the that'll be what I definitely like document, take pictures of. I got back to the shop from shipping Trevor's package, and Peter and Lou's like, "Well, did you take a picture of the box?" I was like, "Oh crap, yeah, I should have. Like, hurry, like put together a flat rate box. Let's take a picture of it. Just pretend that's the one we shipped out." Anyways. Yeah, so M, thank you so much for dropping a link to become a member and dropping my email in the chat. So again, if you even have questions, you can reach out to me. I try and respond back to you. Crown Tail, congratulations on waterfront success. Thank you. And I believe I just had another email from you, sir. And to answer your question, I didn't forget about you. The particular dewormer you're asking about, I have not had experience with it, but it's one that if you Google enough or YouTube enough, that I know it's out there enough that people have specific dosing instructions and all of that to take care of that. So I think you should be all right there. Can't wait for that flower horn. And speaking of flower horns, this guy over here, Boba Fett, he is getting extremely rambunctious. This guy. You see him cruising around over here? Look, he already thinks we're going to feed him again. I had to move things away from the tank because he literally sits there. He will hit the top lid so hard. So it's top lids, that lid we did a review on. He will now jump up and hit that so hard that I've been noticing he's actually starting to move the lid off of the tank. So he's so much fun to have. I'm so happy we have this guy. He is so energetic, so full of life, eats like a freaking hog. But it's, yes, very personable, very intense fish to have. And I can say, Trevor, I feed the flower horns when I go into the shop, and yours definitely likes to come up and just scream to the top of the tank and eat it. So you'll have a good time with yours. I really do think you'll have a good time with yours. And then speaking of new fish, you may see him cruising around over my shoulder a little bit. We now have 3 small dovi, or the wolf cichlid, in the 90-gallon we're growing out. Gonna try and breed those guys up. They're kind of still shy. There's actually one right there. So I know with the lens and everything, it's kind of hard to see, but that's what we got going in the 90-gallon now. Moved all the other fish out, brought home the 3 dovi. We're going to grow them up. There should be a male and 2 females. We're going to see if he kind of pairs off with one of them, try and do some breeding. And then in the next fish room, try and set them up in, we're going to set them up in a bigger tank, larger tank, all that kind of thing there. See what we can't do from there. But it's, yes. All right, Texas Fish Room, hello. Appreciate you coming in. I want to meet you somewhere now. Yeah, so there's actually a lot of you guys from Texas. It's been cool to see. It's been really cool to see what you guys the connections you've been able to like make through the chat with each other. So all right. What was I thinking about? Oh yeah, so speaking of, I need your help. I need you guys' help. This is gonna be an odd request, but I need your help. So latest video, I briefly talked about, and I kind of put out there, should we try and bring the Mabu puffer home when we move, build the next fish room, all that. So I'm really thinking that the size of the fish room, we're going to go from, I think, what am I at right now? I'm a 7x8. So my fish room right now is 56 square feet. 56 square feet. There's a chance, and I don't know yet. We're still months away from this, but we're just, me and the wife are talking, kind of prepping things, getting ideas in our head, right? There's a chance that we are going to move into a 500 square foot plus fish room. So that's like 9 times the size of mine right now. So that's cool, right? That's a lot of space, but it's also big tanks take up a lot of space. But I want to put out there and kind of get your opinion, and 2, if you think it's a good idea, this is where we need your help. So really been contemplating about trying to bring the Maboo puffer home, buy it back from Lewis. I found out that when I sold it to the shop, Lewis actually paid for it out of personal funds. So I'd buy it back from Lewis, talk to Lewis. He's on board with it. Bring it home. That means we need a big tank for this guy. I've considered and thought about building a plywood tank for him, but then I really miss even like the 3-sided view. I think it's so much fun with puffers to be able to get that interaction with them. So if you think it's a good idea to bring it home, maybe we could even fit it in the new live stream studio, the background, someplace like that. I'm thinking bare minimum, we're going to need a 220 gallon tank. Like that's bare minimum. I can find those around my area. I would really like to move into, but it's hard because I've actually started to price out even like custom built acrylic tanks and glass tanks, and they're expensive. Like, well, it's something I'm willing to pay if we can, the time is right and all that. I think it'd be awesome to have the puffer back where it's almost like that calming sensation in the middle of all this breeding chaos we're going to have going on. But don't get me wrong. The breeding chaos is going to be fun. That's definitely going to be very much fun to see what we got going on there. So it's definitely going to see what we get. So anyways, if you would like to see that happen, I'm not opposed to traveling out of state to pick up a tank for this guy. Now, the hard part is Labs, I just saw your comment. Thank you so much for stopping in. Hope you can catch replay. I just wanted to make sure I saw you there when I saw it. So I appreciate you popping in. But yeah, so I'm not opposed to traveling out of state, potentially like flying there, renting like a truck or something and driving it back, something. So if you see a large tank come up for sale, 300 gallons plus, honestly, like I can find a 220 in my area. It's just gonna take me some time, some hunting. Like big tanks, they come and go, but like they're not always as common, right? I mean, if we could find something that was like 6x3, but like they're odd dimensions. So if you see something in your area that's like cool, it's fitting, like they're willing to work with somebody out of state, I don't expect you to do all the legwork for me by any means. Maybe just kind of shoot me a message or something and just be like, hey, this is what I saw. Maybe you can get in contact with this guy, figure something out, because it's going to be, I mean, either way, it's going to be a big task getting a tank, but then I got to make sure I'm nervous I'm nervous a great deal is going to pop up. We're going to jump on it. But then my wife pointed something out because she's very smart about these things of, if you buy a big tank now, it may not fit where you want it to fit. It's like, oh yeah. Like we've already ran into that once before, right? With his fish room. So, but I know, so it's where my mind is right now. Definitely where my mind is. So yeah, if you got something in there, if you see something, reach out to me. I'm curious about it. I'm curious if I could find one like Idaho, Colorado, Arizona, Texas even is a place I'd be willing to go to. I could make like a family trip out of it kind of a thing. So kind of see what we got going on there. But all right, let's get back into the chat here. I think there's something else in my brain I needed to talk about. Wanted to talk about. Oh, yes, I know what it is. Hopefully I don't forget. Let's jump back in chat though. All right. What we got? Do you breed flower horns? Thought I heard you say something about them. So I do not breed them. I have one here in the studio with me. We have a bunch of them in the shop that we're selling. Trevor's buying one from us. That should hopefully be the first fish that actually ships from the waterfront. We've kind of added flower horn breeding to like the bottom of our breeding intentions, just almost to say we did it, but we're not quite sure yet if we want to really jump into it to see how that comes from it there. But yeah. Steve Heller, I think you came to my fish room in Saratoga Springs, but not sure. There's a chance I did. I know I have bought discus from a gentleman out there in Saratoga. What else did I buy out there? I think that's mainly the only thing I bought out there was discus. If it was blue diamond discus, we actually have them at the shop now, so I still have them. We're trying to grow those out in there to hopefully get like a breeding pair out of them. Let's see here. Trying to think. What else have I been out in Saratoga for? I'm sure I've picked something up else out there, but that was the main one I remember, was picking up some discus out there. So yeah, so M's reiterating, thanks so much, M. So it's, as of now, only members can buy fish from us. It's, again, it's not a paywall, it's not discrimination, it's a test group. I needed a test group that if something went absolutely wrong, I can hopefully work that out with them easier than, somebody who just stumbled across us, placed an order with us, had a terrible experience. So we're really trying to just make it a positive experience. But it's, so I needed some guinea pigs first. So we got here. Callie Pops, hello. Thanks for coming in. I don't think I missed anybody else, but Callie Pops, good to see you. I'm trying to catch up on chat. I'm a little slow on this one, not gonna lie. For being tired tonight and not sure if I was gonna stream, and I sure am a freaking chatterbox, but what we got here. Hayden Tran, good to see you. Misfit Reptiles of Aquatics, hello. Thanks for being here. What we get to, let's see. Can do it, man. Rick Stan, lurking, not going to see chat, but hit like, and I'm listening. Thank you so much, Rick Stan. I appreciate you being here. I think you were on with Chattanooga Ed the other night. I caught a part of it. I was kind of lurking myself in the back there. So I used to fly all over the country to clients. That sounds like an amazing job there, Stephen. To clients in large aquariums, I was the director of aquatic medicine and treatments in Norfolk's Fish Research Center. That's awesome. I retired and practiced privately. That's pretty cool there. Geek Boy, hello. Thanks for being here. All right. Daniel's trying to skirt around Madul there. Yeah, I know we got Madul moderating for us. I saw Sharon here. So those who are moderating for me, thanks so much. I appreciate, again, the time that you take out of your night to be here to moderate the chat. It means a lot. Because honestly, guys, I don't pay them for their services. This is something that both of them have come to me and we've talked, and out of respect, they have supported me on this. So I truly do very much appreciate it. Do I get pop out snakes in the fish box? I kind of set myself up that one, didn't I, Trevor? I may have to put something there. But I definitely, for sure, on like the fish one, that one needs to be that one needs to be a milestone marker. Absolutely. We need to do something fun on that one there. Let's see here. Blake Adams, what type of tank mates for a flower horn? So you're going to run into none. You're occasionally going to see that off. I say none. Flower horns are very aggressive. They will honestly kill most any of the fish that goes in with them. They're very food aggressive. I think breeding them, even once they lay eggs and all these different things, they separate male female back out. Now you're going to see the off chance rarity. We had a massive one come through the shop that grew up in a tank full of, what was it, like Pacu and Red Devils and Bishers. So it was able to live with them, had no problems. I've contemplated trying to get like a bristlenose pleco in with my guy just to help clean up excess food. But I think that the moment I dropped that fish in, I really think he would go over and just start ripping it to shreds. So tank mates with them is going to be very, very difficult, unfortunately, there, Blake. So it's kind of they're the wet pet you set that one tank for, and it's nice though because you can do them in smalls like 29 gallon, honestly, and I think get away with it and have a very healthy fish, very interactive fish. 40 breeders are great. A lot of the champion flower horn keepers, they don't keep them in massive tanks. So a lot of people like them just because they are so interactive, so full of personality. And sometimes they're not, you can either find really, really expensive ones or really, really cheap ones. You kind of land right in the middle. I really think we're kind of in that middle range where it's fair pricing for really good quality. Then I know we're trying to bring in even more that are going to be a higher quality, so a higher price tag. But we're trying to kind of break into the flower horn market here in Utah because there's a very prominent group here. I support them very low key. I don't agree with the name and what they stand for, but they're very prominent. They're very nice. They're a very nice organization. Good guys. They've done a lot for us. They're actually the ones that helped us get in contact with Excalibur. So I support them very low key. If you want to know what the group is, message me privately. I'll tell you privately. I just not going to say it on stream. But anyways. All right. Skeepity skeep skeep. Good to see you. Thanks so much for being here. You're passionate about that puffer? I'd say yes. Yeah, it's the thing is like, it was the hardest thing giving him up, and I'm very happy I still get to see him all the time. But then it just really got me like it got me. The more I work around, the more I'm like, man, like I miss having this guy at home. Like I miss feeding this guy. I miss interacting with this guy. So I had just fun thoughts of like how cool it would be to have maybe move the flower horn to the 90. I know it's got done saying we don't need a massive tank, but if we could fit like a big tank for the puffer in the studio and then fit the 90 for the flower, like even raise fajakas in the flower horn or something, like it'd be fun. That was my other thought. I was like, could I fit the flower horn in the tank and then put like a massive 300 in and put like a 125 in for a fajaka and all those different things? But yeah, that Mabu puffer is just, that's still definitely absolutely got my my heart of it. And my wife says you have to explain the 500 square foot means that we're probably giving you the basement of the house we're buying and not building you one. That's true. So it's yes, but it's definitely going to be bigger there. All right. I'd say yes to bringing Sergeant home. So that's what I named the puffer. I clearly love him, and so do we. Good. I like it. Definitely like it. Get the Mabu puffer back. They're my dream fish. Yeah, my dream fish too. And that was the thing. I was very happy to get him. The funny thing is I didn't go to Washington with the intent of buying a Mabu puffer. I went with the intention of buying a Shodanai puffer. Got there, the aquarium co-op, they had sold their last Shodanai like the same day, but like an hour before, something like that. And they're like walking around. I saw this itty bitty little Mabu puffer. I was like, and that whole story of how it landed was nuts. Definitely nuts. So a lot of support to bring him home. See what we can do there. Travis Hulse, hello, good sir. The Obi Fry I got from you guys are turning out awesome, and so are the blue lips. I think the blue lips, is that going to be the Egyptian mouth brooders, the multicolor Victoria? But I'm glad everything's working out for you. I really am. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting us on that one too. So yeah, we've tried to do a lot of good things in there, and I'm really excited for these new OBs we just got to breed. So they're just very like egg state. We're gonna go check on the eggs tonight, make sure everything's going good. But very, very excited about that. I found a 450 in Toronto. Hey, like that's like, how would that be? I didn't even think about that. Could I even I mean, COVID restrictions, all that would be insane right now. But I wonder if like outside of COVID, all that, I wonder if I could drive a tank across the border. Like, I don't think there'd be regulations on that. That's an interesting thought. Like, I don't know. Like, Canada's not that far away, just saying. Is he even Jordan? Hey, I'm up for going to Canada. I don't know. Like like a 450, that'd be actually be awesome. I would like to get the Mabu in like a 400 or a 500, but that's also I gotta see what house we get, what the room's gonna look like, what the area's gonna look like. Like, can I even get it into the house? Because I'm not ripping out walls and windows and all that different things. So it's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out to what we get. But it's finding that big of tanks it takes time. 55 gallons pop up all day long, right? 10 gallons, go buy one in the shop. Like 400 gallons, 450, like those don't just come up all the time. And to get them custom built, they are thousands of dollars. Some people even, want, thousands of dollars for these tanks. I mean, there was a, what was it? Was it a 650 or a 750 just came up local. They wanted $6,000 for it. And at that point it was almost worth it to buy a new one, for $2,000 cheaper, but it's just hard there. But yeah, like, I don't know if I would be, I don't know if I'd be like, I wouldn't be opposed to going to Canada for one. Like, that'd be a heck of a road trip. And like, okay, you caught me. Part of the reason I would think it'd be awesome to drive out of state or something to go pick one up is think of the content. Like, come on, how much fun would that be? Right? Hey, babe, get in the car. Hey, Lewis, you want to come? Like, kiddo, you coming too? Like, I don't know. It'd be insane. But it's also, I need to find the tank I want. I'm definitely going to have to expand my horizons of where I'm looking for it and all that kind of a thing there too. Yeah, so Steve Heller, he says, yes, I have been out there. You were very, very nice guy, very good discus. They were amazing. They were definitely amazing. I've actually talked to you about Lewis. I could just never remember your name or all that, but I remember your fishing very well and all the breeding pairs you had going on. It was very incredible what you had working there. All right. Mind if I throw a scenario your way? Absolutely. That's what we're here for. I may not give you the answer you're looking for, but scenarios, send them my way, my friend. So Blake Adams says, I'm stumped and I lost my puffer this weekend unexpectedly. I'm very sorry to hear that. That is rough. I think we talked. It wasn't eating or something, or no. I'm remembering bits and pieces of it. So I'm very sorry for your loss. That is very, very hard. I tried posting to a few of the puffer guys on Corey's forum and they didn't have any idea. Let's see here. Okay, I think you're also talking to Steven as well. So hopefully you get the answer. If I see something coming through, I'll see if I can't snag it there, try and give my spin on it. But yeah, Steven, 30 years experience definitely goes farther than my 5 years experience. Just saying there. Flathorn tank mates knows that victims are food. Yeah, they're definitely hard there. Let's see here. Having newbie assist, I'm just say. I have a 120 I've had set aside for a Flathorn. Just haven't set up the tank. Well, Texas Fishing, when you are ready for a Flathorn, my friend, reach out to us. That's if you want to. Like, and that too. Like, I don't expect people to come buy from the shop. You know, I want you to come buy from the shop. Does that make sense? So if it makes more sense to buy local, absolutely go buy local. When you get a Flathorn, let me know. I think they're super cool. I like to see what your take on it is, or your enjoyment out of it. That's what I enjoy talking to everybody too, is their enjoyment from everything. So yeah, either way, if you buy from us, buy local, definitely let us know when you get that tank set up. Let's be honest, you're the best in town on price, on everything. Thank you. I've always been happy with the prices of all your fish, even the ones you order from me, good price. Well, thank you. That's cool. We try to be. I mean, we're never going to get every sale. We're not going to win every battle and every argument and things of that nature. But I've been learning a lot about, say it politely, Trent, different personalities that come in through the shop, different ideas that come in through the shop. So I have to remember that we all have a different take on the hobby, and that's okay. That's what I've had to accept. That's okay. We get people walking. We have a great selection of discus, if I may say so myself. They come in and go, that's an amazing fish. Like, those are discus. I love discus. I'm like, yeah, they're awesome. And what? $15 for a small one? I want 10 of them. And it's like, okay, hang on. Like, is your tank hot? Oh, no, I keep it in the garage and it's like 65 degrees. Okay, they're not going to do great. They need to be like 86 degrees. Nah, I'm doing what I want. Okay, man, that's fine. So I've learned I can give my experience and my advice, but it's ultimately still up to the customer to make that decision. So that's definitely been something I've had to think about. Like, I wasn't prepared for it, right? I do it here, right? I'm on the internet. I give my opinion. I give my advice, but it's face-to-face interaction of, you're here to potentially spend money in my business. I still need to be ethical about it, but anyways. Blake, if you want to get my email, it's, I don't know. Hang on here. Get your email from Trent. Maybe. I think so. I think I know what you're talking about. You can try. Let's see what we can do there. Travis coming in. Hello, good sir. Appreciate you being here. Whenever I think of Canada, I think of Super Troopers too. Dan, maybe you can come to Texas for the Aquashella in Dallas. So Aquashella, I want to experience at least once. I may get there and be shocked and awe. I may get done with it and go, you know what? I'm not going to come back next year, but I really do want to go to at least one. I want the experience of the entire venue, right? Like walking around, seeing everything, interacting with people. And I don't even want to go and like set up a booth, right? I want to go with me. I want to go as Well-Don Tanks and support the waterfront, right? But like I want to go to vlog it, experience it, maybe run into a bunch of you guys, meet in person, hear the talk, see the products, just interact that way. The hardest part is just money. That's what it's come down to a lot. Is it's expensive to get out there. I mean, I can get the time off of work, but like plane tickets and you get a hotel into it. I think I basically added up. It was like $2,000 for me to do it. So it's something I want to do, and I definitely want to do it soon. We'll see what we can put together though. But yeah, I would really like to get out there and go hang out with that, see that all that other. Is Aquashell open this year? I think so. They've been canceling it all last year. I think been rescheduling it. So I think they're definitely trying to get the venue open back up to make sure that's going there again. Priscilla MK, good. Appreciate you being here. I'm doing water changes. Don't flood your tanks. But yeah, I appreciate you stopping in. And Travis, I'm glad you got your towel finally. And that took a little while. I finally remembered to drop it off at the shop, so I'm glad we got you there. Let's see here. There's 3 of them scheduled this year, so I think they're trying to make up venues. It wouldn't surprise me. So, and if there's 3 of them, maybe maybe this is the year to go. Like maybe I can find something cheap enough I can get out there. But it's just, we'll definitely have to kind of see what comes up there. Galley Pops, what I missed? My phone died. I don't think you missed much. I don't think I went off on a crazy ramble or anything there. They are open. We should try to do it. Sounds fun. Sophie, which for sure love it. Yeah, it's just going to be Jordan. This is going to be a lot, like 10-hour days of just walking around and nerding out on fish stuff. But it's definitely be awesome there. Definitely be a lot of fun there. And I'm going to say this. Okay. Well, I'm thinking about it. So I don't know if we can. I think the channel is going to be active. My wife has decided to start her own YouTube channel. It's a venture that she would like to go off on. She's going to focus on budget, house renovations, DIY projects, maybe kind of life vlogs, giving some tips on even like cooking, different things. So her channel is going to be Living Well-Don. She's playing off the Well-Don Tank's name of the hyphenated Well-Don. So it's Living Well-Don. That is my wife, Jordan. She's going to be starting that channel. Nothing's on there yet. I think she may try and film her first video this week. Not sure about that because we got a bunch of projects we've been doing in the house. Well, she's been doing them. She's the mastermind behind all these. She's very talented. So if you are interested in that, even if you just want to support her because she supports me, Living Well-Don is going to be her channel name. We don't know how active she's going to be on it, but I do know this is something she wants to start to have something to do to help people because she's honestly done a lot of amazing projects in her house on a very low budget factor that I think a lot of people would really enjoy that. So if you want to check it out, Living Well-Don, you're going to see, so you can come get your fish stuff here. You'll nerd out with me on fish and then go nerd out with her on all of her hobby craft stuff. It sounds amazing. So if you're looking for Priscilla's artwork, I have some incredible. I still need to get frames for them, but yes, very well done. Southwest has flights for $29. What am I doing then? Yeah, fine. If I can get a $29 flight to Canada, I'm coming to Canada, HG. I'm going to come buy that $450. So that's the thing too, is I'm willing to do something crazy like that. I am willing to do like a $29 red-eye flight out to Aquashell if needs be. I mean, I'm willing to, fly to Texas to pick up a tank if needs to be. I'm willing to do that. It just has to come. It just has to be financially responsible for my family. So, I still have to make sure that everything's taken care of. But this could be the year to do something crazy like that. We'll see. I definitely, but for $29, I'd go out there for $29. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, it's hard. Not everyone is a pro like Discus. It's got my specialty. I love the cichlids and plecos. I always go through their aggressive talk when I post them for sale. Yeah, but it's also been very fun to be able to see the interaction I get with customers. I kind of had my my first like, hey, you're Well-Don tanks the other day, and it kind of felt cool. Not gonna lie, but I've also enjoyed where we had a customer that came back. It's like, hey, I was working with Trent. Like, is he hanging around? Didn't even associate me with Well-Don tanks. So I was totally fine with, but it was cool to see them return. We were able to talk. So yeah, it's been very fun interacting with the customers at the shop level too. Hope your wife finds good success. I hope she finds good success too. Jordan, I can't find a link for your channel. Could you post a link for it? Yeah, so I don't know if it's 100% up and running yet. I still need to sit. My bad. I need to. She's waiting on me, I think. I need to help her get that set up, fully going there. But maybe jot it down. Living Well-Don. I'm sure I'll talk about it every live stream, that kind of a thing. But we'll see what comes of it. All right. Made it to the bottom of the chat. So for all of those of you who are still hanging out, thank you so much for catching the replay. I appreciate you as well. And I didn't forget my other thing I want to talk about. So next month is my birthday. Next month is my 30th birthday. So I'm getting old. So I talked with Lewis. So Lewis brought up an idea. We have started kind of implementing some plans for it already. I came up with an idea. We met in the middle, and it's going to be awesome. So Lewis brought up an idea of doing a raffle through the shop that will be open. It's kind of the hope to be the kickoff to, hey, we're finally shipping to everybody raffle. I think it's for a fish that I've only seen once in my life. I think it's a fish that anybody can keep, and I think it's a fish that's fairly desirable. So we're putting together a raffle. I've already filmed the video for it. We already have the fish for it. I'm putting it through quarantine right now, making sure it's fat, healthy, everything, eating properly. We want to do it's gonna be like a $5 entry to this raffle. Open for 2 weeks or something. We'll have links, everything set up for it, so it's not active yet. You haven't missed anything. Probably gonna launch it probably the beginning of the month, maybe. It's because we want it to run for a couple weeks leading up to my birthday, and then the birthday factor there is on the day of my birthday. I think is when we're gonna do like a live stream giveaway of this fish, and then we've got some different quirks and ideas with the raffle we want to do. But then I think also on my birthday, we talked about putting a sign out front of the shop that says, if you wish Well-Don Tanks a happy birthday, 10% off your purchase. So we're gonna have fun with it. I'm off from my day job on that. So I'm gonna go work. I've already told Jordan, she's like, what do you want to do for your birthday? I'm like, I kind of want to go work at the shop, right? Just go nerd out and fish, go have some fun with it. So Lewis thought it was a fun idea. I've debated on doing like a live stream on in the shop, just like a birthday live stream, just hanging out, having a good time. But we want to do this raffle, and it's going to be anybody who's local, not local. We're going to ship to the United States, kind of a thing. I think it's going to be fun. I really do think it's going to be a fun one. So keep your eye out for that. I will definitely keep you up on all the details of that, because we're still finalizing things and making sure it's going to go the way we want it to go. Excuse me. And we need to use Trevor as our guinea pig to make sure we can actually ship fish properly before we do it out there. But yeah, it should be good. Callie Pops, yeah, thank you so much for already wanting to support the wife. As soon as we do get that channel active, we'll definitely make sure you guys are out there. Well, what fish is it? I can't tell you what fish it is yet. I can only get you excited for the raffle. Don't you know I'm the master at teasing you along of like, hey, I've got big news. Oh, something's coming. I got paperwork. Surprise. I'm an owner. Yeah, it's coming though. It's coming. I think people are going to be very happy about this fish. I think people are going to love this fish, but I don't want to give it away just yet. We even have the tank that's in at the shop. We have the tank covered right now too. So we're not even, we we haven't even told people what it is in person, like local, like nobody local knows what it is. I've got the video film format. I need to edit it together though. We're going to try and make it a very fun video for it. You can guess all you want, Travis. I just remember though, I have Tourette's. So if you guess correctly and I make a weird face, you're like, oh, that's right. I'm just going to blame it on my Tourette's. Terrible joke. I'm sorry. But fingers crossed, it's a rare pleco. I don't think he showed the tank on his channel. He showed the tank that it was covered, and then I'm filming a video for it. But he hasn't actually showed the fish. So the fish has not been shown yet there. Fingers crossed, it's a rare pleco. Yeah, it was covered there. So yeah, so if you haven't subscribed to the Dreamfish SLC channel, that's Lewis's channel. He does some simple vlogs there. It's fun. So yes, that was the cover tank in his latest video. So he said I'm filming a video for it. I filmed it. I took a day off of my day job to go to the shop so we could be there the moment that it landed, unbox it, did a whole unboxing video of it, make sure the fish was all right. I'm excited about this one. I really am. Thank you, Em, for dropping the link down there. Axolotl, that'd be interesting, actually. Maybe it is an axolotl. I don't know. I've got a local guy actually that breeds those. Oh, it was a hint to go check out his channel to get your guesses going. Yeah, so if you want to, go check out the Dreamfish SLC and put on your binoculars and see if you can't see yourself through some. I think we have a moving blanket over the tank, actually. So it's like we're still trying to build the shop out, so it's not like we printed out like a nice window cling or anything there. It's I'm gonna troll all of you and ship you out a comet goldfish and a mutt guppy. That's right. You're going to raffle for a mutt guppy. Oh, look at who's just joined in. It's got a sticker now. I haven't seen the sticker yet. I've been so MIA from the shop for this past weekend. I'm in the middle of like a 6 or 7 day stretch at my main job. So it's been a grind. I'm hoping to get to the shop tomorrow, go check out the back breeding room, do some water changes. And then Thursday, I go get the shop. Hopefully we're shipping fish out there. But I'm curious to see what the sticker is now though. Yeah, but you can see the tank size. Yeah, you can kind of see the tank size, but it still can be. Is it this big? Is it this big? You know, is it this big? Well, I don't know. We got to wait to see there. Like, who's up for breaking into the shop tonight? Hey, if you're breaking into the shop tonight, just don't touch Lewis's convicts. They'll come after you on that one. All right, 57 minutes. We'll go for a few more minutes. I'm feeling good. Things are looks like everybody's having a good time. Gives me a few more minutes to troll all of you with what we're going to be raffling off there. So we finally drug Lewis into the chat. I'm excited to see the sticker now. I really am. I'm really curious to see what we got going on there. It was kind of fun throwing the blanket up on and off. No, we all hated it. It sucked, but you got to do what you got to do, right? So it was a great idea on Lewis's part, and then when he pitched to me about doing the raffle on my birthday, I thought that was great. Why not, right? I like my birthday. I like giving away fish on my birthday, and it's a beautiful fish. It's going to be an amazing one. So I think whoever gets it will absolutely have a great time with it. And then Peter's even talked about doing something like if you enter the raffle, you get like automatically like a 10% discount or something too. So we're looking at making this kind of a fun thing, and it's again kind of testing the waters, and hopefully it's going to be, the hope is it's like the big kickoff of, hey, we're now shipping, right? So we're hoping to the website up and running. So there's a lot of things just in the works right now that are going to come through, and it'd be great. So yeah, if you want to get a feel for the tank size of what this mystery fish is in, go check out the Dreamfish SLC video. I love what Lewis is doing. I really do enjoy what he does there. What will the raffle funds go towards? So I will tell you. It's a good question, and I completely understand it. So I talk about it in the video I filmed for it. That'll all be explained. So a quick explanation is we are going to donate the profits from the raffle to a charity organization. And when that video launches, I actually will, in the video, I ask for recommendations, all that kind of thing. So we're already starting to look at some options. So yeah, so all the profit from the raffle will be donated to a charity organization. So that way we're hoping to kind of make it like a win-win, right? Where if you put in for the raffle, you don't win, you maybe get a discount code through the shop, but then it's also, that you donated to a good cause instead of us three goons just pocketing a bunch of money. We definitely want to make it a good thing. How do we enter the raffle? So raffle is not live yet. So don't worry. I will absolutely let you know when it's live. You'll see the video come out. All the instructions and all the details will be in that video. And it'll also everything will be linked. So we're probably still middle of January, 2 to 3 weeks out from that video launching, to be honest with you. So we got the fish in. We had an opportunity to get the fish. We got it. It's giving us time to quarantine it, make sure it's eating healthy, and make sure the health of it's good. And we'll see what we can do there. So it's not live yet, Daniel, but don't worry. You will have all the information in there to how to enter into it. I need a new sticker, Trent. You want to throw that in the flower hunt box when you ship? Yeah, I absolutely can. I think I can even send you, if I remember to, some of these custom-made ones by my wife. So yeah, after I shipped your box, that's what I was thinking about. I was like, man, I should have covered this box in like stickers or even, put some in there. I put a smiley face, something on the box, right? I was in such a rush and I was so nervous. For whatever reason, I was so nervous about that. I just wanted to make sure it got like where it went. And man, I know it's only fish food, but it's first official order, man. Had me nervous, had me going there. But anyways. All right, everybody, we are crossing over that hour mark. So if you got any final questions or final guesses on this raffle, if you want to drop them in the chat, we'll hang out for another minute or two, kind of sees what comes through. This is where we kind of start winding down for the night, go put the kid to bed so I can go hang out with the wife, do all that, and say, I got training I got to go do tomorrow, and then I think I got 1 or 2 more days of work, and then I finally get to go work at the shop and all that too there. That's a good idea. So, yes, my wife is correct. I haven't talked about it for a while because I don't have any left, but we can make more. The Well-Don Tanks mugs, those are still 100% available. So on one side, it'll have the Well-Don Tanks logo. On the other side, it's my favorite quote, that dreams are only an extended reality. So my joke is if you drink it normal like a right-handed person, you're going to give them the Well-Don Tanks logo. If you drink it like a weird person with your left hand, you give them a nice, simple quote. No, I'm just kidding. So, yeah, Well-Don Tanks. So it's 2-sided mug, homemade by my wife. If you're interested in them, send me an email at weldonaquatics@gmail.com. So we are asking $25 per mug. That also includes shipping out to the United States. So they're not in stock right now, but we can definitely make more of them as orders come in if you want to. So we definitely, for all those who do have a mug, thank you so much. We appreciate that. So that's definitely one way my wife supports us, but we'll get it going there. I'm pretty sure Trent's putting tracking beacons in the box along with a 24-hour surveillance to make sure the box ships safe. On this flower horn, I'm not lying. The day we ship the flower horn, I'm going to be a nervous wreck until I know it's landed. I've shipped fish, through our fish collective and that, but there's just some weight to this one. I need this to go right. Definitely need it to go right. But all right, thank you everybody for joining the stream tonight. I appreciate it. We're starting to say our goodbyes. So yeah, thank you so much for all of your support, your questions tonight. I know I rambled a lot tonight. Hopefully you got some enjoyment out of it, right? If nothing else, that's what I want to do, is some enjoyment. But thank you so much for your support. We just surpassed 2,700 subscribers. So we're on our way, guys. We are on our way to making good things happen. I'm so excited to see what the channel brings this year and what the waterfront brings this year. Hopefully I get to meet a lot of you guys this year. So yes, very, very interested to see what happens. We plan on building a bigger fish room, business related, breeding a bunch, hopefully bringing the puffer home, So find me a big tank. I mean, aqua shell, I don't know. We'll definitely see what we can do there. Steven, so I plan on being at the shop. I may be up there tomorrow afternoon, like late afternoon, early evening for a little bit. I plan on being at the shop all day Thursday. And then I think that's it against like the following weekend is I definitely I say this. I've been back on shift, my regular job. I call it my day job right now because it's kind of what it is. Over the weekend, I think I'm doing like 6 or 7 days. So yeah, so if you want to try and catch me this week, Thursday, but then I think the following weekend here, not the, how do I put that? The last weekend in January. What day is that? So like starting the 29th, I'll probably be there a bunch through that weekend. So like the last weekend in January, I'll be there because I'm off all weekend. But yeah, so swing on by. So tomorrow I probably won't be there till like 4 or 5, honestly. I still gotta talk to the wife about that one. So, but yeah, fun to have you in there. If you do come in, introduce yourself, make sure I know who you are. I appreciate it. But all of you beautiful people, thank you so much. You guys make all this possible. I love these streams. I'm glad my wife encouraged me to come do this tonight. I'm glad she joined the chat. So thank you, all of you. I appreciate you. Keep your tanks well done, and we will see you guys Friday with the new video.